Hi there, I'm Gabriel, and I'm hanging out here in Jasper National Park, my current place of employment and residence. And this is a usual spot here where I come and talk about various spiritual topics. So I have a group on Facebook titled Kundalini and Multidimensional Consciousness. And a member of the group messaged me and asked me a question. She said that she was having a issue with opening her heart chakra, and that she basically feels no empathy or compassion or love for anybody in her life, as she described it. And she's been doing heart chakra opening visualizations and not having any luck for it. Been doing it for several months and just isn't having any effects from it, and was asking me, is there am I doing it wrong? Is there some other exercise or way that I can do it? What can I do to help to open the heart chakra? And so I've been thinking about it, and I'm not going to say that I have the ultimate answer by any means. I'm just going to offer my own perspective and suggestions and a little technique that may or may not be effective. Now, my sort of initial thought was, it sounded as if she was coming at it from a fairly mental perspective of focusing the mind into the heart to try to open the heart. And so one of the things that I wrote back and said was that I think when it comes to something like opening the heart, it's not so much a matter of an active trying to open the heart, a visualization from the mind of trying to open the heart, but it's more a matter of allowing the heart to open. It's not that there's no love or empathy or compassion inside you, and that you need to implement the right strategy in order to sort of put it there. But if you don't feel any compassion or love or empathy for people, then it's simply a matter of being disconnected from yourself. And so the approach would be to figure out how to get more in touch with those sorts of feelings. So the approach that I came up with is that I'm just going to ask you, either the person who asked this question or whoever's watching this video, think of somebody in your life that you have particular dislike for. Not a public figure or something, but someone who you know and have a relationship with, or have had a relationship with, and who you have resentment towards, anger, have had a difficult, turbulent experience with. And think of that person and imagine them in your mind, and notice what sorts of feelings come up as a result of thinking about this person. And now do a simple meditation. And what I'm going to say is, through the power of sound and oming, then send this person love from your heart. So just sit in some sort of meditative position, close the eyes, and you can put a hand on the heart, and inhale, and then om, and just imagine just love and light and compassion and affirmation from your heart streaming to this person. So you're going to inhale. you could do this several times as long as you like. And just try to focus into the heart and not so much from the mind, but allowing the heart to have its own presence. The heart actually has a stronger electromagnetic field than the brain does. So the heart is a very powerful organ in itself, but of course the heart chakra isn't just about the organ of the heart, it's about the energy that is in this part of the human construct. And so just try to feel those feelings of love that emanate from the heart, and allow them to flow out of you. So again, inhaling and sending them to this person that you're keeping in mind. So compassion isn't meant to be easy. Compassion means even sending love to those who aren't sending love to us. Jesus said, "Love thy enemy," and there may be a difference between liking somebody and loving them. There could be someone who you find to be just the most distasteful person. You don't like any of their qualities. You think they're mean and a jerk and unloving. You may not like them on a surface level, but that doesn't mean that you can't still recognize their basic humanity and understand that people who are unkind and who are unloving, that isn't their basic intrinsic nature. All humans in their basic core self are loving and light, but have simply become disconnected from that. All consciousness comes from God. Everything comes from God. It's not a matter of that there are those people and those forces who are of God, and those people and those forces who are of the devil. That is a dualistic way of thinking. All is one, but different people and different spirits and different energies are in different places along the spiritual path of coming back to oneness with God. And as a result, there are people who are disconnected from their own intrinsic loving nature, and thus are manifesting what you could call evil, just to put a name on it, unkindness, unlovingness towards others and towards the world. But that doesn't mean that their intrinsic nature is evil. So, in seeking to be more compassionate and more loving towards your fellow human beings, is an essential element is recognizing that basic concept that people aren't just good or bad, but there are those who are in touch with their basic nature and those who are out of touch with it. And so as you go about your daily life, relate with people and try to view people within that context of understanding this person acts this way, has this kind of behavior, but that doesn't mean that that is the sum total of who they are. They've had their life of experiences that have brought them to the point where they are and created the person that they are. But that doesn't mean that is set in stone, that is simply who they are. Simply touching a person with your being in a place of loving kindness can transform their day and possibly their life, because there tends to be a tendency for us to react to people in a similar way as they react to us. Somebody doesn't open the door for us, or somebody bumps into us and doesn't say sorry, and you get annoyed and kind of pissed off, and sort of send back the energy to them that they sent to you. But if you can go about your life always keeping in mind, to the best of your ability, none of us are anywhere near perfect, to just send people love and kindness, regardless of how they relate to you. And there are obviously circumstances where if someone's just totally out of line, and then you have to be firm and establish boundaries. And sometimes anger, getting pissed off back at somebody, is the appropriate response. So there's no basic, you don't want to just hold yourself to some simple little rule. But to just simply keep in mind as much as possible to relate to people from a place of loving kindness and recognizing their basic humanity, and striving to come from a place of understanding and compassion for others. So that in itself is a very powerful exercise in compassion and opening the heart. Is simply, as you go throughout your daily life, not simply trying to open the heart through a meditation for an hour a day or so, but in the course of your daily life, seeking to relate to people from a place of loving kindness. So, and then also, doing your meditation and coming to a greater consciousness in a specific time and moment of seeking to open the heart center, but making it a practice throughout the course of your day. So hopefully that might give a few clues, a few ideas on how to open the heart, be more compassionate, more empathetic, more loving towards your fellow human beings and towards yourself. Because it's not just about loving others, it's about loving yourself, you love others, loving others, you love yourself, because we are all one and the same and come from the same source. Thanks for watching.